There seems to be a web of groups and actors that are behind the scenes. Some of them are in front of the scenes. The Sumner County Constitutional Republicans. Who are they?
They ran as a slate for county commission.
We advocate for, God-fearing, constitutional, conservative Christian values, right?
And their mission is to restore the county to Judeo-Christian values and follow the Constitution literally.
I have sources who are very solid, moderate Republicans who are appalled at what they see happening.
We're not here to replace the Republican Party of Sumner County. Our job in our minds is to take the Republican Party and pull them to the right.
They're illustrative of what happens when you have one-party system, when you have a one-party state.
Everything that goes on in Sumner County is really wild.
So these are hard right groups. I mean, this is not just conservative.
It's not conservative. It's not anything I would call Republican.
I understand how hard it is to try to change a political party's direction and trajectory, but I also have a lot of trepidation because, as best I can tell, the direction they're trying to go in is not one I think is healthy. Sumner County Administrative Building down here. Nice building. Hopefully we'll find some nice people. The first question I wanted to ask is, why did you agree to talk to me?
Well, I almost didn't. It was a kind of a coin flip here, right? So if I'm being honest, you're going to come here and you're going to tell the story that you're going to tell. And so I might as well tell the story that I'm going to tell.
How the heck did you wind up becoming a political figure? For me, it was Rodney King. That was my big moment.
I want to talk to you about the resistance and what we are doing, at least in Northern California, that seems to be working.
You mentioned 2020. I think COVID was maybe a big turning point for a lot of people, including you.
COVID, the presidential election, social unrest, you look up and you're like, the people in charge clearly are not worthy. I'm a Republican. Heard the term fascist thrown around when it comes to Republican, but I mean, good grief. To me, it's pretty fascist to tell people they have to take an injection.
You felt like the government was overstepping.
Oh, it was. I mean, that's not a feeling. That was a fact.
So government's overstepping, so you needed to step up.
The truth of the matter was it wasn't that noble. I started in my house with some friends. We kind of networked together, and I think we were deciding like who we're going to take out, who are we going to run against, forced to listen to us. People put a gun to my head and said, we're going to take your job if you don't comply. And I was going to get fired over it. Taking a vaccine, and I listened. I got the message. So now we're going to threaten these politicians' jobs. And now they listen.
So you challenge existing incumbent Republicans, and you get 14 seats.
Yep.
Why did you feel, as Republicans, you need to challenge other people who are also pretty much already Republican?
You claim to stand for individual liberties, but you're not standing against the government overreach. You're either actively participating in it, or you are acquiescing to it. In either case, you got to go.
Gotcha. Well, look, I spent a lot of time trying to move my party more in a direction that I believed in. And so I respect you guys because it's tough. I mean, it wasn't until 2016 that the Democratic Party had any criminal justice plan at all.
Well, you did some work on this, right? But
Absolutely.
It was with President Trump. The First
Step Act.
There's nothing more important than freedom. So thank you, sir. Thank you.
I'm a big supporter of that, by
Good.
the way.
I appreciate that.
May not believe it, but I grew up poor, so I believe in criminal justice reform. So in that 6 or 7 kids that I grew up with, 3 of them didn't make it to 40. 1 of them died in police custody. And now the cynical side of me looks at that and says, why didn't they get any attention? I think that these rural areas got totally forgotten.
I was all prepared to have a big conflict, given everything I'd heard about the movement he represents. He's conservative, but he's not a clown. He's a great guy. Seems like a great guy. He felt like the system wasn't serving him. He stood up and fought back. I mean, that's what democracy's supposed to be all about. I think there's something really going wrong here where I don't see a lot of difference between an Odessa, the two Justins, or Mr. Shoaf. This story just got a lot more complicated.